everyone, this is Lucy from New Rouge 37 and today I'm going to be talking about moving to a new school. And this is a highly requested video from a lot of you, so I thought I'd address it right now, especially since a lot of you will be starting school in the fall very soon. So for me personally, I've moved a ton. If you add up all the schools I've been to, it's probably around 10, and I'm including Chinese school as well. So I've also moved to a lot of different Chinese schools because my family has moved to a lot of states, and transitioning to different schools can be tough, but I promise you, you will make friends. Whether or not you're moving to a new neighborhood or you're going to high school or college, these tips, hopefully they'll be able to help you adjust to your new environment and have a great year. Tip number 1, keep a positive attitude. Don't forget that there's going to be other students who will be new as well, especially if you're transitioning from like middle school to high school. There's going to be other students who feel as nervous about their first day at the school as well. Also, remember that school is a place to learn and it's an opportunity for you to make new friends as well. I think that itself is really exciting, so keep a positive attitude about it. Tip number 2, get involved at school. This is one of the easiest ways to make friends, because if you join a club or a sport or some kind of extracurricular activity, you will meet people who have the same kind of interests as you. Something that I do at the beginning of the school year every year is that I just explore the school. I'll get my schedule and then I'll take a look at where my classes are and just walk to those classes and see how I can get there the fastest. And I try and memorize where they are so that the first day I'm not like wandering all over the place. And it just kind of helps me feel better about the first day of school, because then I know where my classes are, so the only thing I have to worry about is meeting people. This is kind of embarrassing, but when I started high school, I actually carried around a map of the school with me, and I actually had to carry it around with me for maybe 2-3 weeks, just because learning where my classes were was kind of hard for me. Besides going to all your classes and seeing where they are, I would also recommend just maybe a few days before or the day before, pack everything. Prepare your backpack so that you'll be prepared for the first day of school. And I personally love going back to school shopping, so I really enjoy this part. It's kind of like one of my favorite things to do. That's a good way to just help you build a positive attitude towards going to school. The 4th thing that you can do is to get to know your teachers. And you can do this just by, stopping by their table after class or before class and saying hi, maybe eating with them during lunch, or asking them for help if you have any questions. Especially if you're going to a new school and the curriculum is different, you can tell them about what you already know based on the classes that you've taken before, and this way they'll be able to help you transition better into their class. Okay, so as far as making friends goes, because I think that's the most important part about transitioning into a school, is finding your group of friends, is that honestly, it's not going to be that hard as long as you smile, act friendly, outgoing. Just even if you feel shy, don't act shy. Just, be friendly, because no one's going to pick on you because you're the new kid. And if they do, that's messed up. Don't be their friend. Especially during the first week of school, people are more open to meeting new people and adding them to their group if they already have an established group, or creating a new group of friends. And the great thing about moving to a new school is that no matter who you were back at your old school, this is a chance for you to be different or to have a different group of friends. So if you were if you hung out with a lot of bad people before, this is a good chance for you to make new friends who can help you go down a better path. But I'm not saying you shouldn't be yourself, because you should definitely act how you want to be, if that makes sense. You want to be yourself, but this is still an opportunity for you to, make new friends that you normally wouldn't have made if you were at your old school. One of the best things you can do is to remember people's names, and that might be hard, so after you meet someone you might want to just, make a mental note of their name or find them on Facebook later if you've had a good conversation with them. And if you've gotten to know them pretty well, like say they're in like 2 of your classes and you happen to sit next to them in both, then you should ask for their phone number, and then you can be like, oh, we should definitely hang out sometime, or we should definitely study together. That way they'll be more likely to be like, oh yeah, we should definitely do that, and you have a better chance of becoming good friends with them later on. Okay, so for the first day of school, you might be wondering, who should I sit with at lunch? So one of the things you might want to do is right before lunch, whatever class you're in, you should talk to the people around you, and if you like them, you should be like, oh hey, we should definitely get lunch together. I feel like people usually ask, if they know you're a new student, they'll ask you if you're planning to sit with anyone for lunch. But if you're just walking out of class towards the lunch area, just stick with them, and I feel like that's a pretty natural way to join someone if they haven't asked you directly. For the first week of school, just be nice to everyone, even if they're kind of weird. Be friendly to everyone, because you don't know if they know people who they think would be a good fit for you, or if they'll introduce you to someone who could eventually become your best friend. You don't know. Ask people about themselves. And if you're new to town, you should ask people like what are the cool places to go to, stuff like that. And if they seem cool, you should suggest going there with them. So like ask them where the movie theater is and be like, oh yeah, we should catch a movie sometime, or something like that. I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or requests, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll be sure to reply. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, this is Lucy from Neon Race 37, and today I wanted to talk